If you're getting an oil change, chances are you want it done in a jiffy.
Jiffy Lube built an entire company around that concept. It was the first of the quick lube chains to hit the marketplace. But if you're one of the thousands of people who have gotten your oil changed at Twin Cities Jiffy Lube over the past couple of years, the I-Team found you may have paid more than you needed to for better oil. Here's Frank Vassalero with tonight's investigation.
We all take part in the daily grind, and so do our cars.
In the engine, you have metal moving parts that are rubbing against each other. And when metal rubs against metal, you have friction.
Bruce Jones is the Director of Automotive Research at Minnesota State University.
Oil is obviously critical.
And experts say synthetic oils are superior.
So they're a little bit slipperier. From that standpoint, they are more desirable. They are a premium oil.
Premium oil, premium price. You might be willing to pay more.
Yeah, I have high mileage on this vehicle, so it seemed to make sense.
But what if you didn't have to? Acting on a tip that Jiffy Lubes in Minnesota might be charging customers two different prices for similar synthetic blend oils, the I-Team checked it out.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. Snow change for you?
Yeah.
We got oil changes at 3 different locations in the Twin Cities. Jiffy Lube sells 3 oil change packages known as good, better, and best.
What is really the difference between the 3? Is there really a difference?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
The $30 good oil change was sold to us as a conventional oil.
So the conventional, that's not a synthetic at all?
Nope, the conventional is not a synthetic at all.
The better synthetic blend oil changes cost $43, $13 more.
What is the difference between the basic one and then like the next level up?
The synthetic blend?
Yeah.
Just a better protection for all the run the pistons, and it helps with the burn off and stuff, doesn't burn as fast.
The best oil change at $55 is advertised as a full synthetic.
It's good for the car.
Okay.
We usually go a little higher mileage on that.
After getting our oil changed, we took samples and had them analyzed at Minnesota Valley Testing in New Ulm. Jiffy Lube's best oil tested as advertised, a full synthetic oil. But it turns out
There is no difference between the good and better.
both the good and the better are synthetic blend oils. The proof is in these oil chromatograms the I-Team ordered and paid for. Notice how the blue line and red line have a similar pattern.
The oil that they're saying is the conventional oil and the synthetic blend, they're exactly the same?
We found that the samples from the good and better oil changes were identical.
We show the lab test results to our expert.
Do you think paying $13 more for what looks like the identical same oil is a ripoff?
Yeah. I mean, if it's the same and you're told that it's a better and it's not better, then yeah, I think it is a ripoff.
The I-Team wanted answers. We found out Heartland Automotive Services in Nebraska operates all but one of the 34 Jiffy Lubes in the Twin Cities, including the ones we investigated.
After several conversations with Heartland representatives in Omaha, they did agree to fly to Minneapolis to meet with us. We'll meet with 2 representatives on the record, but the conversation will not be videotaped.
In the meeting at this hotel, Heartland told the I-Team it was surprised to learn the oils in question are of a common formulation, but said it was a revelation from our supplier, ConocoPhillips, that came to light just 1 day before our interview. ConocoPhillips says Heartland knew exactly what it was paying for. In a statement to the I-Team, ConocoPhillips took issue with Heartland, saying, "We cannot explain why Heartland would have no prior knowledge of common formulation between the 2 products before now." ConocoPhillips staff held meetings with them concerning this issue. In addition, ConocoPhillips says it charges Heartland the same wholesale price for both of the oils Heartland sells as good and better. Same price for Heartland, but $13 more for you.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Just getting ripped off.
Heartland argues consumers who pay extra for the better oil change received a great value because a high-performance oil filter is included. But that filter has only been part of the better oil changes at Minnesota Jiffy Lubes for the past 4 months. They've been charging more for the similar oil for nearly 2.5 years.
They didn't mention the filter at all.
What did they say?
They just said that like the oil is better for a car with high mileage. Yeah, the filter wasn't mentioned at all.
Jiffy Lube International, the company that oversees all franchisee operations, told us they take the allegations very seriously and will look into this further. Jiffy Lube International went on to say that it is not a party to Heartland's contracts to buy oil and was not aware that the oils used in Heartland's good and better oil change packages had the same formulation.
So it's shocking. I don't like getting ripped off or lied to.
Now, all of this might make you wonder if what the I-Team found happening at Jiffy Lube happens at other quick lube shops. So we took samples of 3 grades of oil from each of 3 Valvoline instant oil change shops as well. In every case, lab tests showed the 3 oil grades were different. It appears you are getting the oil you paid for at Valvoline.
So, Frank, what should consumers do if they feel that they have been misled by Jiffy Lube?
Well, it's not so much a Jiffy Lube as it is Heartland. Heartland says that it does want satisfied customers on. They went on to go ahead and tell us during our meeting that anyone who's unhappy with the products or services they receive should visit the Jiffy Lube where they had their car serviced.
And it looks like the company is already making changes, too.
Yeah, they have. A lot of things have happened really in the course of our meeting at the hotel. I received this email from Heartland today. The company says there have been some miscommunications with its oil vendor, and Heartland says once it understood that the good and the better oil were so similar, it actually pulled the good oil and now offers the better oil for no additional cost with that high-performance filter. Heartland went on to tell me today that it is now testing and doing its own chemical makeup of the oil and says it's working to clear up the miscommunications with the oil supplier. We should also tell you that Heartland's owns all but 6 of the 40 Jiffy Lubes in Minnesota. All the shops we tested are Heartland's and located in the Twin Cities. To learn more about the locations and the story, you can visit WCCO.com/links.
Good work.